Hi everyone, it's Claire back again. I'm just hoping that the camera doesn't fall off because it's like really precariously balanced at the moment. But I want to do a quick Claire compares. Yeah, this is an interesting one. It's what I've got on my nails at the moment actually. I picked it from my spring picks. I've got like a little basket. Let me show you. Um, This is my basket of spring polishes that I've got in here, and what I do is I just, without looking, I just kind of put my hand in and pick out what I'm going to wear, but they're all sort of spring pastel shades. So this was in that basket, and this is what I'm wearing on my nails at the moment. It is China Glaze Water Falling in Love, and I remember I actually got the whole collection at the time when it came out. This is from the Paradise collection in 2018, and it was a 12-piece collection. It was kind of beach, tropical themed, and it had some shocking formulas in there. There were some mattes in there. There was one called Cabana White, which was like a slight off-white, and it was just so powdery and chalky. It kind of it dried before like it just dried too quickly, and it was just an awful formula. So it was the annoying thing is it was the first time I'd bought a full collection of something, so I was so excited to swatch it on my channel years ago. So this is like 8 years ago, 2018. And I was so upset that most of the polishes were just awful. But I did keep two from that collection. This one, which is the Water Falling in Love, which is what I've got on my nails at the moment. And this really unusual kind of muted tomatoey kind of pinky red. And this is called Kiki in Artiki. So I kept these two from the collection, but over the years, the others I just ended up destashing. On top, I've got a top coat on. What am I thinking? Not a top coat. A topper. I couldn't think of the word then. Yeah, a topper. This is another story behind this one. This is Don't Speak, which is the OPI 18 karat gold topper, and I found this in it was a Sally's on sale in Sally's, and I was dead excited to get this. And it is so, I don't wear it very often. Sometimes at Christmas I wear this as a topper. I thought it looked quite nice with this blue. Ignore my awful cuticles. But yeah, it's that's I believe real 18 karat gold flakes. The bottle is like really flaky itself. Yeah, it's been battered over the years, but I've still got a fair amount of this left. And it's probably, I don't wear toppers very often, but it's probably one of my favourite toppers. But anyway, as I thought, I wore this, and I'd said on Instagram, oh, I'm not so sure about this anymore. Really, it was two coats, but it was like only just two coats. I think probably that's why I put a topper on, because really it could have done with three coats. So I kind of disguised that with putting the topper on. And I was saying, I'll see whether or not I keep this one, whether it passes the chip test after a couple of days. And then I thought, I wonder, I feel like I've got something else in my collection that's similar to this. And then I kind of stumbled across this, which it looks like it's a bit more of a cornflower blue. It's really strange because to the eye, these two look very, very similar. But actually looking down the camera, it looks like this one's quite a lot paler and this one's got more of a cornflower, but they're both sort of quite bright. My cuticles are bleeding there. That's really awful. I shouldn't be making a video, I hide it. They're like a bright pastel. Yeah, like not a neon pastel, but very bright on the nail. So anyway, I'm going to see if there is any comparison. So let's have a look. This is the China Glaze Water Falling in Love. Like I say, it's not the best formula. It's okay. I mean, compared to the other shocking formulas that were in that collection, it's okay. And the shade is lovely. But let's see this one here, this OPI, which is, I didn't even tell you the name of it, I Believe in Manicures. Is it going to be similar? Yeah, I mean, again, to the eye, this does look quite similar. And the formula looks similar as well. Maybe even not as good as the China Glaze, to be honest. Honestly, the difference is tiny in these two, really. But there is a slight difference. This one is a bit of a more solid, richer colour, and this one's a little bit more, a little paler. I think it probably would be slightly different on a second coat, but let's see. I'll do a second coat and we can come back, have a look. Okay, so that's 2 coats. This one here is the China Glaze, which is what I've got on my nails, and so Water Falling in Love, and this one is the OPI I Believe in Manicures. And I can see that there is a slight difference. This one's a little bit paler, this one's a little bit darker, but actually, honestly, the difference is so slight that actually, on balance, because I prefer the brush of the OPI, and I was debating about the formula of this one anyway, because it was kind of in between 2 coats and 3 coats, and I'm trying not to keep 3 coaters when I'm doing the sort of destashing mentality. I've decided that I'm actually going to keep the OPI I Believe in Manicures, and this one, which is the last time I'm going to wear this on my nails, is going to be destashed. So if anybody's interested in this in the UK, please let me know. This is China Glaze Water Falling in Love. I've probably worn it maybe 3 times. There's still a considerable amount of polish in the bottle. Yeah, let me know, and that's it for now. See you next time. Bye.